Every year there are hundreds of El Paso children in foster care and not enough homes giving them a bedroom to stay in.
But members of a local church are changing that. News Channel 9's Susie Castillo reports on how faith is leading to forever families in tonight's special report.
Last year, for at least a month, there were fewer than 200 licensed foster homes in El Paso, but several of them belong to families of a local church.
We do our own classes here, we have respite care, we have safe families, and we have all of those already part of our church.
There are about 30 families in foster or adoptive care at the Rock Faith Center.
It's a family. It's not just a church.
One of those families is the Smiths.
You want to build real high?
The Smiths recently adopted Aria and Cameron. Since 2015, Letitia and Stanley Smith have fostered 8 children.
Showing them that, regardless of the situation that they're in, they're still loved.
They fell in love with all 8 of them. No! And it wasn't easy when their families were ready to take them back.
It's hard. It's a very emotional ride.
Sometimes people don't want to deal with that pain of releasing that child back. I say, if you can love a child that hard in such a shorter period of time, you're the right person for the job.
Someone has to be there for them.
Having someone to take the role as a parent is important, especially when a child is in crisis, says a pastor.
And for that moment, that child is just disturbed and it's detrimental to them.
And the congregation rallies behind them.
So what we try to provide is the most loving environment so that if we had to give them away to someone else or pass them on to another family or reunite them with their family, they're better than they was when they left.
To see a team of people just pull together to make it happen, it's very uplifting.
For each of the children who went through the Smiths' home, their life filled with a little more love.
You get attached to them and then they go on to their family. Regardless of that, the impact that you put in their lives is still, it's worth it. To me, it's totally worth it.
There's still a need for more foster families.
With the overflow, especially in the El Paso area, you don't want kids basically warehoused somewhere.
Adopting and getting a child out of the foster system was a Smith's goal.
It's a very good feeling to know that, as opposed to a kid who may go to the next foster parent and then another foster parent after that. You stop that cycle. You were able to give them a home permanently. That is the best feeling ever.
Susie Castillo, News Channel 9.
The church is also part of a program called Care Portal, where if a CPS worker feels like a problem can be solved with a little help, that worker can request that help before having the child removed from their home. The church asks parishioners if they can help from providing a crib to childcare or even help with addiction recovery.